Good day, everyone, and welcome to another epic episode. Welcome to Newsaluji, whereby we'll be discussing what is on the trend. So, I'm close of hitting just 10K. I just need more subscribers. Please don't forget that you can support us and you can press that subscription button. Remember, you don't pay anything, it is free of charge. And I would like to give my thanks to all those who've been subscribing, all those who've been watching this YouTube page. So very interesting. So President Cyril Ramaphosa, it is now reported shockingly that he has 3 identity numbers. Yes, 3 ID numbers that he owns. That is President Cyril Ramaphosa. All this information was just revealed there by the Madlanga Commission to say that the president owns some multiple accounts. Remember that when you open a business, you have to register with the CIPC, which now it will just capture your details, right? So there at Madlanga, President Cyril Ramaphosa's businesses were just open there. They were exposed as they were being checked. It appeared that 3 identity numbers under the name of President Cyril Ramaphosa appeared. Now this, which now exposed him of saying that he's using 3 different ID numbers.
Lapha kumadlanga commission bathe nje hayi abahlehle kancane beindaba manje sekonakele emveni kokuba kuphuma imibiko yokuthi umongameli unama ID numbers awu3 abe noxhaxha lweinkampani awaregister ngaphansi kwalama ID number ezisebenzayo lezo zikampani ngisho ewumongameli. Ayi webafowethu asiyazi into enzeka lapha ya lokho kosekuvele kwaqubula nezinkulumo zakudala zokuthi kahlehle loka Ramaphosa wafika ehamba noyise kuleli hayi ukuthi wayizalelwe khona la asazi basho njalo. Hayi ke kodwa ngapha kwemadlanga commission ayiza ihluka imbodla lapha kumacengwana yeyeni webantu ubhula umlilo ngezandla. Hayi kodwa kamacengwana uyazama uyadudula into ke inkinga kakhulu ukuthi phela umacengwane njobe khuluma nje kwi-ad hoc imadlanga imlalele akalalelwe yona yodwa ulalelwe nama investigator aphenye icala labo njobe umkwanazi wabavulela icala wemacengwane siyakukhoza.
So very interesting. And at the other hand, at the Ad hoc committee in Parliament, Senzo Mchunu now was pushed to the corner. So Julius Malema asked Minister Mchunu, did he tell the president about the disbandment of the PKTT? And Senzo Mchunu was busy rounding around the bush, not wanting to answer directly, because I don't know if he was lying in giving the answer or something, but he seemed not to understand the question or just tried to use his political skills of just brushing off some questions and not answering directly. So
yeah, I asked
just one more moment, Honorable Malema.
No, thanks, Chair. I think we must put it simple because it's going to be a serious issue. Did the president agree to the disbandment of PKTT?
The answer in the affidavit is that I believe the president, he agreed with the briefing I gave him.
So, Honorable Minister, is the answer yes?
Yes, as is in the affidavit.
The answer is yes. The answer which we must record is yes.
But you know, he was dealing with other politicians. So the ministers, the MPs there keep on pushing and saying that, but minister, you are not answering us. Did the president agree? Did you tell the president about this? And did he agree of the PKTT being disbanded? And the minister came up front when he was asked by Julius Malema and confessed and said, yes, the president was aware and he agreed. So very funny, because this is so confusing, because President Cyril Ramaphosa not long ago was just giving his good remarks about the work of the PKTT, especially the work that they are doing there in KZN. And he said something very interesting, as he said that they are doing a tremendous work. The political killing actually went down in KZN. Those were the words from the mouth of President Cyril Ramaphosa.
With critics saying it could be taking longer than expected. What's your view on that? And the political task team as well. You were very instrumental in 2018 in KZN. I remember calling for it, saying it has to investigate and look into this. It's almost like your baby. Now that there are rumors that it was being interfered and disbanded, your view on this as the president?
Well, the political task team on the killings in KZN has been doing its work and has done tremendous work. The killings then started coming down in KZN, the political killings. So the complaints that have been raised by the KZN police commissioner have to be investigated.
But it was so funny that it seemed that he agreed with what the work that was done, saying that it is good, it is tremendous. The PKTT is doing a very wonderful job. But when Senzo Mchunu spoke with him about getting rid of this unit, the same president agrees now with Minister Mchunu. It does not stand on his values on how does he take or the good work that he's been telling the public of what the PKTT is doing. But now when his ministers come to him to convince him to say this is the decision and we must just go for it, he agrees to it. Senzo Mchunu said the president agreed of getting rid of the political killing task team there in KZN. The president agreed to it to say that, all right, continue with it, get rid of them. While Mchunu was exposing President Ramaphosa, there at the Madala Commission, it was revealed that he owns 3 South African identity documents that he has registered his businesses with the CIPC, South African identity documents that he has registered his businesses with the CIPC, and some of the properties registration belonging to the president. Details of Cyril Ramaphosa's 3 ID numbers. The second ID number Cyril Ramaphosa was using is 32. That is how it starts, right? And it is captured there in the system. Here's the picture. And the first screenshot of the CIPC records shows that this ID number lists Ramaphosa as a director in the company called Secured Property Holdings, and his ID number is clearly stated here on these CIPC records. Now the second screenshot is of Cyril Ramaphosa's main ID number that starts with 52. So the first one starts with 32, the second one starts with 52. And as you can see, in this ID number was used by Ramaphosa to register companies such as Ndaba Nyoni Estates that owns the Phala Game Farm. The CIPC is entity of the National Government Department of Trade and Industry. The only way a person can register at the CIPC is with their ID number if it is registered at Home Affairs, because the CIPC does its work verification of ID numbers with Home Affairs. Member Witness A revealed that Kat Madlala's WhatsApp text to KZN Hawks boss shows that Madlala shared a confidential memo detailing Ramaphosa's 3 different ID numbers. Further advised that companies' records registered under these ID numbers must be deleted and all bank accounts closed. Disclaimer: the author had no access to information submitted by Witness X to the Madala Commission, and his information published here from the independent investigative journalist work, and was the one who first exposed this matter in 2021 and still looking into details of his death ID number. The matter continues. So it is so very funny and interesting on all now these accounts whereby the president has registered with the CIPC appears to have conflicting ID numbers, and all under just one name, same surname, President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, but different ID numbers. And this is the whole man who is the president of the Republic of South Africa. So the skeletons that were said by Bathabile Dlamini, they are just coming out to the public. So the Madlaga Commission, President Cyril Ramaphosa is implicated also there vividly. He knows quite well Vusumuzi Cat Matlala, as they were working together from the days when he was campaigning to become the ANC president and the sealing of the CR17. It is named that Brian Mokhotsi and Vusumuzi Cat Matlala are also there as they were working with the delegates of the ANC when it comes to ANC conferences. So the same president, now his name is dropped. The skeletons are now in the open. The same president, you remember during the days of the Zondo Commission, his name also was dropped. But Zondo, after his finding, decided to just put the name of President Cyril Ramaphosa aside. Don't you think that the Madlaga Commission can also yield the same outcome? Because now it is implicating their boss, the president, as now the chair, the presiding chair of the country, is now having to be dragged. Now his corruption is just being exposed bit by bit, slowly but surely, right? So do you think now the outcome will just be positive compared to what Zondo gave to Ramaphosa? Do you think that this will have an action plan from the president, knowing that he himself is implicated? 1, 2, knowing that now the likes of Vusumuzi Cat Matlala are his friends, are his close business associates that now will need to be persecuted. Do you think we'll take any action? I doubt. But I have trust with the other committee of parliament. You know why? Because different political parties are there, and there are those political parties like the EFF and the MK party, which are now working tirelessly to expose President Cyril Ramaphosa and to hold him accountable. I was just thinking about this to say that the Madlaga Commission, what if it brushes this issue of the IDs aside? But now, what if this issue re-emerges again there at the Haro Committee in Parliament, and the president, boom, is exposed to say that he owns 3 ID documents? What will happen? Because you know, the likes of the EFF and the MK party, they are looking for something that they will just hold tangible so that Ramaphosa will be charged. So do you think this will bring the president down? As we are the country, what is our position when it comes to this? What is our take? Because President Cyril Ramaphosa seems like he is the biggest criminal syndicate, the mafia, the owner, the mafia, the kingpin of the mafias, just there at the head of being the president. So what do you think about this? Because we have never as a country seen anything like this. The president having 3 identity numbers, with just owned by one man who is there, who is not getting impeached, who is just free. The media is quiet about him. No one is just calling the president out of any corruption. The president is just cruising nicely. It is all well and not good with the president. Everything is just flowing. The DA is quiet. The FF Plus is quiet. They are bribed. All of them, they are siding with President Cyril Ramaphosa. But as time goes on, the man bit by bit is exposed every day. So what's your take on this? Because if he comes there now to Parliament and says that Mkhunu is lying, sure, so Mkhunu will be put under the bus. Then if he comes there and saying Mkhunu has spoke the truth, he did agree to this, then he'll be putting himself under the bus. What is your take about all of this that is revealed about President Cyril Ramaphosa? Please don't forget that you can leave a comment on the section below, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Remember, it is free of charge. You don't pay anything. We're just close to 10K, and soon, just a few hours will pass. We'll be cruising and necessarily going up and just increasing the subscription. Please don't forget, you can even tell those who haven't subscribed but keep on watching this channel to also join in and subscribe, so that we'll grow together and celebrate together like that. Let us meet on the next video, me, myself, and I, and I'm out.